Good afternoon, everybody. Let's take a look at your headlines on this Wednesday afternoon. Elections, they're over for some, but not all races have been decided. We'll take a look at some of the winners, some of the losers, and some who are headed for a runoff. Plus, Pensacola responding to a state order to remove a mural. And where a new Goodwill location just opened in Mobile County. Those stories and more coming up on News 5 Now.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to News 5 Now on this Wednesday afternoon. I'm Devin Walsh. So glad to be with you. We had a very busy noon show breaking down some of our election results. We're going to do some of that right now. We had Barbara Drummond, who is in the runoff for Mobile Mayor's race. She was with us live. And we are going to have Spiro Chirigatis live on the 4 on 5. So we've got a lot to look forward to this afternoon. Let's go ahead and get started with our big stories. And we've been following some breaking news out of Minneapolis about a shooting this morning at a Catholic school, and that is not the correct video. I apologize about that. Let me tell you a little bit about it. At least 2 are dead and 7 critical after a shooting at Annunciation Catholic School in South Minneapolis. Let's see, the shooter came into the school just before 9. Officials say he killed himself. The governor and President Donald Trump have been briefed, but we are trying to learn a little bit more information. But an absolutely terrifying situation at a Catholic school in Minneapolis. This was preschool through 8th grade, so very, very young students, as a gunman entered the school this morning and started shooting. All right, let's get to... Actually, let's go ahead and get to number 5 right now, because that is this story right here that we showed the video for. A new Goodwill location is coming to visitors in Mobile County. Sims city leaders cut the ribbon this morning on a new store located on Schillinger Road. According to Goodwill Gulf Coast's most recent annual report, more than 90 cents of every dollar goes directly into mission-driven activities like job training, retail programs, and contract services. Number 4, the city of Pensacola announcing that the Black Lives Matter mural can be removed, but not at their own expense. The Florida Department of Transportation claimed that the mural, which is located on North A Street, violates Florida's traffic control standards and must be removed by September 4th. However, Pensacola says FDOT can come perform the work, and they will foot the bill later. Number 3, it was out with the old, in with the new for a lot of mayoral seats in Baldwin County, a few with no competition. The residents of Spanish Fort decided on challenger Brad Bass to take the place of incumbent Mike McMillan, with Bass winning 71% of the vote. And Summerdale gets a new mayor, David Wilson. He ran against challenger Randy Ferris. Ferris came out victorious. He won by 56 votes. And a huge upset in Robertsdale is our number 2 story. This sends the mayoral race to a runoff. Longtime incumbent mayor Charles Murphy, he was first elected back in 1992, finished in 3rd place, meaning he's not in the runoff. Ruthie Campbell finished first with about 36% of the vote, and Russell Johnson finished second with more than 31% of the vote, 32% there. And number 1, as I mentioned, a runoff in the race for who will become Mobile's next mayor. Alabama State Representative Barbara Drummond and former District Court Judge Spiro Chirigatis were the top 2 finishers in last night's race, followed by former MPD Chief Paul Prine and Mobile County Commissioner Connie Hudson. Again, we talked to Barbara Drummond today at noon live. She said she had not gone to sleep yet. She says she's got a lot of work to do in the next 3.5 weeks, but she wants to follow the positive momentum of everything that's happening in Mobile when it comes to economic development. We are going to be talking with Spiro Chirigatis at the 4 on 5 live, and I'm asking both of them very similar questions about what do you do if the race turns negative? Because typically a 2-person race turns negative. You don't always see it when it's a 4-person race, but you do when it's 2. She said, I don't want to sling mud, but I don't like mud being slung on me. That was her quote. So we'll ask Spiro Chirigatis some of those same questions coming up on the 4 on 5. All right, everybody, it is time for our question of the day. Should AI chatbots give mental health advice? Should AI chatbots give mental health advice? Let's take a look at your comments. Andrew says, not without passing the state certification exam. There are places in health services for AI bots, says Mark, but the actual giving of guidance should be left to humans, where compassion, empathy, and situational awareness can contribute to that guidance. Shannon makes a good point here. I see what you're saying, Shannon. Many people don't seek in-person help because of the stigma. And so she feels like maybe this could be useful. Paul says, yes, when mental health care professionals are few and far between, a lot can't afford them, and the American people are doing nothing to support it, expand it, or stop critiquing those who use it. Let's see. Okay, so Sudie King says, Lottie, no. She says healthcare needs improvement via access cost and reduce the stigma of mental health help, but she does not think that AI is the way to go. All right, well, some great responses there for our question of the day. And our poll of the day has gotten a lot of traction. A lot of you are interested in this story, and I am too. I'm not going to lie. I am interested in this story. Taylor Swift, we told you that she and Travis Kelce are engaged. So we asked you, what's your take on Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's engagement? Is it a love story for you, bad blood, or blank space, you don't really care? Go ahead and vote in our poll of the day and let us know if you care. And if you would like to participate in our question of the day or poll of the day, you can do it for another 4 hours or so. Well, let's see. Actually, almost 5 hours from now. We'll be doing News 5 Now at 5:30, where we will reveal the results of our poll and read more of your comments. So go ahead and log on to WKRG.com or WKRG's Facebook page. Okay, everybody, that's going to do it for me for News 5 Now. I'm Devin Walsh. I will be anchoring the 4 on 5 today, as well as WKRG News 5 at 5 o'clock. I will see you then. Have a great afternoon.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.
In the courtroom, the judge knows best, and this judge does too. If you've been hurt in a wreck, you need a law firm that knows the system and how it works. I'm attorney David Green. Call or come by anytime. You never need an appointment.